And now our feature presentation.
Hello, my name is Kevin Cronin. I'm from Cork City. Thank you for watching the second edition of Special Life. And if you read those two words, Special Life, because your life is special. All 6 billion of you out there, or whatever, how many people in the world are there, are unique individuals out there. You are special. And because you're special, you have a right to the same things as everybody else. Right? Today I'm going to talk to you about a nifty subject of bullying, rumour spreading, all that stuff. Right? I'm going to start by reading a newspaper article and show you how stupid rumour spreading is. Right? Okay? Okay? Right? Here we go. Look. Money laundering arrests. I won't name the newspaper here, but money launderers. 6 members of one family are charged. 4 women and 2 men from one city family were arrested yesterday as part of a lengthy investigation and charged with various counts of money laundering legislation. Blah, 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 blah. We just don't simply know. Right? This is merely a speculation of what happened, these events, right? We just don't simply know, right? Right? Have you ever encountered somebody in your life where you thought they were your friends, but yet all they do is make up things about you, lie, cheat, and all that stuff, just so that they make themselves feel happier about themselves? That's it. I've had these narcissistic friends, right, for as long as I can remember, right? But I figured out that they were that, and once I figured that out, they started hating me for that reason, right? Once you figure out a narcissistic person, they hate you forever because they want to be loved, right? They want to be liked, but deep down inside they don't like themselves at all. That's the reason why. And they make sure that you are the victim of their hatred, of deep inside hatred. But they find somebody, they start hanging around with you, they make your, they love everything about you. But once you figure out that they have something in their area of a narcissistic, that's the thing, that's the alarm bell then. Once you figure this out, they don't like you anymore, and they'll do everything in their power to make sure you know. You know, because they don't want you to know that you know, right? Right? I'm going to say to you now, have you ever, that's all it is, rumours, right? Schools, work, military, sports teams, things like that, where a lot of people gather, pubs, whatever. It's all these places that people tend to interact is a potential haven ground for bullying and all that stuff, right? And if you're a victim of one of these people, a bully of any kind, then I'm sorry for you. And the same with the bully. I'm sorry for you too, because if you're a bullying somebody else, the reason why you are bullying the person is because you deep down inside like that person in the first place, and they've obviously rejected you, so you don't like the fact, and so you have to pick on them, right? Cyberbullies are the same. They have to hide behind their keyboard. They spread rumours about people on Facebook. I discovered that Facebook and all these things are a grand tool, but then there are people out there abuse the tool and make it for their own game. But the ones I've noticed that make comments on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, the ones that make the nasty comments, always seem to hide their avatar or their profile for some reason, right? They always hide their profile, and once you ask them why are you doing that, they seem to go off and stop doing it, and then they change their name to something else, and go back on and do it. So that's what they do. They hide behind their keyboards. They think they have some kind of power behind themselves. It gives them some kind of right, because probably in real life they're not taking. Nobody takes notice of them, and nobody takes notice of them when they're in real life. So they have this type of power where they have a personality. They'll take to vent their frustrations on the world, and so they happen to stumble upon you on your video or your thing, and they just make sure that they can ruin your life by doing it. But you know something? They're ruining their own lives, right? Now, if you spread a rumour about somebody, right, it doesn't matter, right, what. It matters a lot to the person you're spreading the rumour, but some people can handle it, some people can't, and there's those who can't handle it. I'm sorry for you, right? These people that do the rumour spreading on cyberbullying or whatever, all they have nothing better to do with their lives. Cyberbullies are the same. All they do is hide behind their keyboards and have nothing else to do but chastise people on keyboards. And then all their friends know about it. And the worst thing about it, there's people out there who have, in the last 6 or 7 years, ended up in mental hospitals, committed suicide. That's the worst thing I could hear of. Somebody doing that to themselves, right? Now at the bottom of your screen there, my email will come up, and if you've ever had any issues of any kind, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it, because I'm good at that kind of thing, I'm good at talking to people, because I've had things spread about me in my life, and none of them are true. The worst thing about it is that people have spread it, and you confront them about it, and they always seem to run away and think of something else to make up about you, while they think you don't know, you see. But we always know, right? But I will say this to people, there are others out there who are unable to deal with it, and no, I will say this, like, there are things, there are days that in my life that I love my life. I go have a laugh, all that stuff. But there are days that don't, some days, but there are people out there who just love making sure that you are the brunt of their heinous, disgusting, vile degradation of yourself, right? We just don't know, we don't know what's going on in that person's life over there, I wonder, have you ever watched a thing on what's the name of the show? The Twilight Zone, called, it was The Twilight Zone. The monsters are due on Maple Street. They made 2 episodes of it. And there were these aliens that came down in this episode or something like that, and all they did was highlight how fragile and stupid humans actually are when they're in groups, right? Because all these bullies seem to always converge in groups. Individuals like myself, creative people and other people like that around the world seem to attract these people for some reason, like wasps around the honey, and protecting the queen bee, whatever. But I think that's what it is. I think that they see something in your personality that they don't have, and they want it and they can't have it, so they do everything in their power to try and make sure that you're unhappy, because then that makes them happy, you see, right? Remember, the whole world belongs to all of us, every one of us. Everybody here on earth has the right to exist, right? 7 billion. Is it 6 or 7 billion? 6, Steve? 6 or 7 billion. Right down below, look, as I point right down below, this is where I put M-I-S-T-E-R, Crow. Right? That's my name, my email address. Please contact me if you want to talk to me about any issues. If there are any schools out there or any places out there, watch this video. I'm willing to come along and give seminars and speeches and stuff about the whole thing. And I'm just wondering what it is that people find so interesting about it. You know. I never really thought about it much. But I think majority of people seem to think the ones, especially the narcissistic personalities disorder people. I'm not qualified to diagnose people, so I can't do that. But I noticed that once you figure out, once they know that you know what they are, they seem to run. They remind me of those creatures underneath the carpet. We used to call them fat pigs, but they're called wood lice. And if you lift up the carpet, and they will start running under the carpet because the light has reached them. This is what I consider these people to be like. Because once you discover their actual tendency, real motive for being on earth, they scatter in, you know. The daylight doesn't seem to suit them for some reason. They come out like flies, and then once the daylight hits them, like wood lice, you know, and they're just rushing down on the carpet because they can't handle the light. I will say this though, I do feel sorry for them though, because they feel rejected or something in life for some reason, you know. Special Life, Take 2. Thank you for watching my video. If you watch my video, I've no real interest in anything really. Just I like living life and having a life. Some days I go and get cheeseburgers. Some days I do everything else. Play a bit of music, play video games, watch a rugby match. You know. I grew up in Cork City in 1974. I live in back at the top of Barrack Street near a famous chipper. There's a little lake outside my house, about 300 metres from my house, called the Loch, which is a beautiful place for anyone who wants to come here. And then about 500 metres, about a kilometre away from my house, is the city centre where all the action happens, you know. And I don't know if you've ever been here, but I'd encourage you to come here and have a look anyway. We have a cathedral, I think is based on the cathedral, St Finbarr's Cathedral, a video I made a couple of years ago. And I went to Dublin a couple of years ago too, and I made a video about that. I hope you enjoyed that one too. But these people that, I will say this to you, that I'm not perfect either. I've never been perfect. I've made lots of mistakes. I've done horrible things in my life that I'm not proud of. I've done good things as well. And if you do good for somebody, see, this one thing that annoys me about people as well, that if you do something good, like help people or whatever, you're not supposed to boast about it, right? And I see these charity people in town, the city centre, and they say, "Oh, help, help!" Not the genuine homeless people, but the ones with wearing the gear like Bernardo's or something. No. Or whatever they call it, but they wear the things and they be asking you all day in this city, would you like to sign up for this, sir? And to me, that's not real charity in my view, right? People shouldn't get paid for charity at all. If you get paid for charity, it's not a charity, and you're a disgrace to humanity, right? You go to work, you get paid, but outside of work you go and you work for charity, you don't get paid. You're not supposed to get paid for charity. Now, one thing that annoys me about charity more than anything is people. I've done a discovery about this. 90% or something of the money goes to the administration, and the rest of it goes to the actual charity. Now, why can't it be the other way around? Why can't the 90% of the money go to the people who need it, and the 10% go to administration? You're an absolute disgrace, the whole lot of you, and you should be ashamed of yourselves that these people are suffering because of you. Yeah. Right? You know? Simple as that. You have no place in my heart. I have no place in my heart for you. You charity scam artists. I can't stand you. Right? I won't do anything. I'll always give, if I see a homeless guy in the street, or a busker, I'll give money to them, but I won't give it to those charity people. What else will I talk about? Need a drink, a swig of something here. Yesterday I played that computer game for you. I just wanted to play a computer game on YouTube for a laugh. But I hope to do other videos, you know, review videos, the A-Team. I love the A-Team. Someday in the future I'll do a lot of these bucket list things, you know. Play snooker with somebody famous, darts. I'm supposed to be playing a guy called Christie in darts in a few months' time. But he doesn't seem to want to play me for some reason, because he knows I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat you, Christie. And life isn't that complicated. But I will say this, those people out there that do nothing but hurt others for the sake of their own unique pleasures seriously need help. Right? Bullying is wrong, simple as that. Right? Bullying is wrong, simple as that. Prejudice, if you're prejudiced, you hate for any reason, homophobic people out there, you know, all these people are unique. They're entitled to choose whatever they want to do in their own lives. So who are you to tell them what they can and can't do, right? That's why we're all individuals. We all have our own unique personalities to choose whatever we want to do with ourselves. No one has any right to tell you what to do, right? Oh yes, a lot of choices have consequences, but that's not up to you to decide. Whoever you are out there. I'm going to tell you this, if you want to have a chat with me to my face, I have no problem with that either, right? Because I'm good that way. I try to keep fit most days. I walked 15 miles. I try to walk 15 to 20 miles every week, out as far as a place called Coachford and back in. That's about 10 miles out, 10 miles back, so that's about 20 miles. The most I've done is about 20 miles so far. And keep walking, keep doing exercises, meditate and train every day. We don't have to do it every day. I find doing it every day is boring. Doing the same thing every day is a really boring thing. As I said, like, we're all unique, complicated characters, you know. None of us are perfect. We've all done bad things, done good things, you know. Doesn't mean feel guilty about it. That's what we're here to do, to learn things, you know. I notice as well, a lot of my former friends, they seem to float their life around by playing games, pool, soccer, darts, whatever. And that's all they live their life around. I play to enjoy it. Play to enjoy it only. I have no interest whatsoever in conquest or anything like that. Yeah, I like the idea of winning, but I learn how to play the game just for my own self art, and see can I achieve greatness with it. But I have no interest in beating people, and I have no interest whatsoever in yeah. I just like to know though, if there's people out there who would be interested in challenging me to various sports and stuff like that. If you are out there, please contact me at Mr. Grow blah 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 .com, right? And I hope to hear from you, because you and as I said, if you want me to come to your school or place of business and talk to you about, give seminars about bullying and stuff, then anti-bullying and rumor spreading, all that stuff, I'd be happy to do that, right? And I'd be happy to help anybody, you know, if I can. There are people out there that just can't be helped, you know, as well. You try to help them, you can't help them, no matter what you do, right? Anyway, Did you mind your own business? Anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. I do hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to try and make one video every day of something, right? I'm going to talk about some subject or do something, okay? And remember, you are beautiful people. Remember, you are beautiful. All of you are beautiful, no matter what you do, right? And if you've done wrong in your life, that's okay. We're allowed to do wrong, you know. You only get a certain amount of, I believe, a certain amount of chances to change, but you can do it, you know. And if you hear a rumour by somebody, stop and ask them a question. Why? What? Ask them the 7 questions. Ask them what. The first thing you do is ask them when, why, how, what, all that stuff, right? And soon you realise that the person who's starting this thing is a bullshitter, right? And you know what's worse about the rumour spreader? The people after it, they're worse, right? They're worse people for believing in them in the first place. Have you ever played a game called Chinese Whispers? Well then, if you ever play that game and you make it sound like something else, then people are worse. You know. I mean, did you ever hear? There's loads of song lyrics out there that when I was growing up in school, I actually thought there were different words. I mean, look at there's a song where I'm in Fear of the Dark, yeah, but I always thought it was ducks, right? So that's Chinese Whispers, isn't it? Fear of the ducks, right? But I will say this to those people out there: you have nothing to worry about. Okay? You have nothing to worry about anymore, because I'm here to help you if you want. Whoever the bad person and the good person is, I'll help you all, right? As long as you're willing to change your ways forever. And those people who have been victimed by your bullying, shame on you. Okay? Okay? And I'll be willing to help you too. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Good night. Thank you. Bye.